Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So today I'm with you. I thought we would make a couple of cards using this kit. So I've just been through my stash. We are crafting our stash today, and I'm going to be crafting over the next few days from my 8x8 paper pads because I have quite a few and it's rare that I use them, and I think that we need to craft them. So I have this, which is called A Countryside Story, and within this 8x8 we've got these beautiful papers. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous, and then we also have some toppers as well, so everything that we need in which to create a card. So I'm also going to bring in my Faded Jeans distress ink, so let me grab my brush to go with it, and yeah, I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make two cards. So I'm gonna start off with that base because I really like that one, and then I want to use this one. So those are the two papers that I think I'm going to use. Do I want to add anything else onto them? No, I think that should be it. And then I want a couple of toppers, or sentiments, something to go on them. So I think one of the cards I want to use that's a beautiful topper. And then we do have, oh, I'm going to have that to a special friend. I might even have that one on it as well. And then for the other card, I think I'm going to have that actually. And then, yeah, let's go from there. So those are the bits that I've chosen out of the pack. Oh, I like that blue. Right. Out of the pack to use. But like I said, we are crafting our stash. We are going through our 8x8 and we are going to use them. So, and we're going to make a few cards of them. So I think I've gone through them. So there may be about 5 or 6 videos. So I'm going to pick up 5 or 6 8x8 paper pads, and that is what we're going to craft with over the next few days. So I hope you will join me. So the first thing that I want to do is I actually want to get my paper down. So I'm going to use this blue one. Now, let me grab this. So I'm going to do these actually at 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. Okay. And then I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to do it at 5 by 5. So I want that corner in. Okay, so that's going to be our first card. So let me just move my trimmer out the way. Keep these bits I've got another day, and then that should go on there. So I'm going to come in with my distressing. So I am using my Faded Jeans, and I'm just going to go around the edge of the paper just to darken that up and just to add just a little bit more interest to our cards. So there's that. So I'm going to grab my glue, and I'm using my Tonic Studio Nuvo Deluxe Adhesive. It is amazing. It very rarely clogs up. The only time I found that it clogs up on me is when I leave the lid off it, which is a lot. But even then, it's really easy to unclog. So right, so there's that bit, and then we have this bit which I'm going to have just there, and again we're going to darken that edge up, and it's just so because I want this to stand out just a little bit more off that base piece, and the colours are just the same, so I just want to create a darker edge. So that's what we are doing here. So just like that, and then when you put it on, as you can see, it stands out just that little bit more. I'm not going to put too much dimension on these, I don't think. So let's have this flat, or at least not this one. Okay, and then we have, I was going to have that one, but now I'm thinking, do I actually want to have that with the special friend on? Ooh, that's nice. Let me grab my scissors. Just want to cut off these tabs because, as most of you know, they annoy me. So I want to, and then I'm just going to come in and put the the blue around the sentiment as well. Let's cut the tabs off here. And the ink as well, so the ink blending around our pieces really help to bring, you know, our card together. So I'm just going to do the same around this one and just add in that blue. Okay, and then that's going to sit on there, and again I'm not going to put any dimension on, I'm going to leave it. Okay, and we're going to adhere that down, and then we're going to have just Special Friend just across there like so. Okay, move up the way glue. Okay, let me just make sure that that is straight, or as straight as I can get it. Right, I'm loving that. Now I want to bring in a Nuvo drop, so I'm actually going to bring in this one. This is a steel blue and it is a translucent one, and I'm just going to add some Nuvo drops just around. Well, I've added 3. I think 3 is enough. Okay, so let me just give that a tap, and by tapping it we're just getting rid, it's sort of giving the Nuvo drops a nice domed shape, so you don't have any points on them. But there's our first one. That was super quick. That was like in less than 5 minutes. How amazing is that? That is a gorgeous card. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Right, okay, let's pop that off to the side and let's grab. So we're having a quick craft today. Right, this I'm actually going to glue down the full, the full card base. So I want the whole thing to be covered. So to ensure that I get a proper fit, I always just put glue on my card base, glue it down onto my sheet of paper, and then I cut around it. So yeah. Okay, and then these bits will go back in my 8x8 paper pad, and yeah, we'll go from there. Right, there we go. So I'm liking that. Let's bring in this blue, so I'm going to go around the edge with it, just because I think it will just adds, again, just a little bit more interest. I don't actually use my Distress inks nearly as enough as what I think I should, because they really do make a huge difference to your cards. Just adding that little bit of you know, colour around the edges really does work. I'm loving that, and I'm loving that, but am I loving that? No, I don't want that. Do you know what? I really like that, but I think I want to have some dimension on. Right, let's cut these off and then I'll decide, because this has more or less got our sentiment on. These kits, do you know what? They're really good to have. So this is by, does it tell me who they're by? It is by, who's it by? It's by the Paper Tree. So these kits by the Paper Tree, there's another one, is it Paper Boutique? They do them as well, and they're absolutely brilliant for making those quick cards. So if you ever see them on sale, they're really good to have in your stash, and especially if you need to make a card very quickly as well. I think it helps a lot. So, I mean, we've done 2 cards and we're not even at 10 minutes yet on the video. So how amazing is that? So I'm just going to go all the way around again. We're adding in that ink just to darken those edges up. So, like so. Right, I'm going to make sure, do you know what? I'm going to have this as a top folding card. So that's going to stick down on there. So again, just using my glue, and this is just a bit that we cut off the other piece of paper for our first card, and yet we've done nothing with it. It just seems to fit perfectly there. Right, grab my blue ink again, and we're just going to go around this oval like so, just darkening those edges. Okay, right, and I think we're finished with that. let me just move these bits. Oh, that's just plain white card, so that doesn't go. And I'm going to pop these back in here to use another day. But yeah, I was sort of going through my stash, and I have lots of like different kits and things. And I realised that, you know, one thing that I very rarely pick out to use is my 8x8 papers. And they seem to be my biggest thing that I hoard, because I just don't use them. I tend to always go for my 6x6s or my 12x12s. So yeah, so it's made me sort of, because I'm doing the series of Craft Our Stash, it has made me really think about, you know, actually crafting my stash. So using things that I wouldn't normally, use. So I have to admit that, you know, this has been really good for me, this series, because it is making me use stuff. And it's making me see my stash in a new light as well. So things that I haven't crafted with for such a long time. I mean, I don't even know if I have crafted with an 8x8 paper pad in the last 6 months on my channel at all. And I think that is such a shame. Right, make sure that's straight. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. So yeah, so I'm making sure that I use my 8x8s. I definitely want to use them this year. Right, okay, the last thing that I want to do is actually bring in my Nuvo drops again. And we're going to add some Nuvo drops just around. And I'm adding a few more than on the other ones. So yeah, 1, 2, 1 there. Excellent. Right, okay, so let's pull that back because we're finished with that. And I'm going to put my glue lid back on. So really quick video today, guys. Do you know, when I got the paper pad out of my stash, I was looking at it thinking, oh, this is going to be a good half-an-hour video easily if I make 2 cards, and yet it's come together really nicely. I mean, look at those 2 cards, aren't they just stunning? So let me know, guys, what you think of my cards in the comment section, and what you think about using 8x8s. Like I said, it's going to be over the next like 4 or 5 days, maybe 6 days. It depends what 8x8 paper pads I decide to use. But yeah, let me know what you think of this little mini Craft Our Stash 8x8 paper pad series. But yeah, it is called the Countryside Story, and that's the paper pad that I have used. And as you can see, absolutely loads left, so probably could do even more with it. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you are not a subscriber, please do subscribe. Also do give it a thumbs up. It really does help my channel, and it really helps people see my video and get more and more inspiration. Yeah, but that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please do take care and happy crafting. Bye.